5 easy tips to instantly improve your LinkedIn profile. So, a bit of a background lang guys. I'm a LinkedIn consultant for B2B, meaning business to business na line of business abroad, here in the Philippines. So, I've been managing LinkedIn accounts since 2008. Pag meron tayong Instagram queen, masasabi ko ako yung LinkedIn lady dito sa Philippines since ito na talaga ang baby ko when I started with my freelance career. Talagang inaaral ko siya each and every day na ang dami na rin changes from the last time na nag-conduct din ako ng mini training here with Sis Bitsy. So, right now, itatakal natin yung 5 easy tips to instantly improve your LinkedIn profile. And since everyone here is parang bago pa lang on their account sa LinkedIn, I want you guys to do is to improve your LinkedIn account. Hindi siya Facebook lang na for socialization. Yes, it is a social media account, but this is a professional social media account. So this is where the most high-paid clients usually checking out the news, the content, etc. Let's get to it. Ang una-una kong reminder, it's really hard to stand out on social media, especially in LinkedIn. Kasi like what I said, nandito yung mga big businesses like mga top 50 Forbes company in the US. If you are familiar with Shark Tank, andito din sila, yung mga investors, andito. So, pag sinabi mo LinkedIn, andyan talaga yung mga high-paying clients. And mostly, lahat ng nagiging clients ko na worth $2,000 pataas, dito ko sila nakukuha sa LinkedIn. If you apply the steps, and I think not everyone was able to execute it, the more opportunities for you. I will break down those steps so that you guys can follow along. Let's start with optimizing your headline. In my opinion, this is the most important part of your entire profile. Why? Because it's the first thing people see aside from your headshot before they click your actual profile. So if you don't make it crystal clear in those few words what you do, then you won't entice people to click through to your actual profile. So this is one of the first things I recommend when it comes to optimizing their LinkedIn presence. So when I say headline, ito yun guys, sorry, my LinkedIn consultant for B2B, lead conversion copywriter for vegan, plant-based, and sustainable brands. And of course, yung tagline natin na on a mission to connect to 100 vegan businesses to reach more people. So ako, before I optimize my profile pala guys, dapat meron na kayong target market. So, sino yung hahanapin nyo on LinkedIn? When I say target market, sino ba yung mga clients na gusto nyo targetin? So like me, ang gusto kong targetin dito are vegan businesses. So ito yung headline na sinasabi ko. So I hope meron na kayong target market. We can target investors, we can target automotive, cleaning services, ano ba bang mga market naman? Health, industry. Kasi ang hirap na mag-optimize ka ng profile kasi hindi mo alam sino ba yung mga kliyente nga hanapin mo, di ba? So, unang-una ito, guys. Why ito yung sinasabi ko kailangan yung unang ilagay on LinkedIn account? It's because ayun yung unang makikita. Makikita niya picture and then the name of the person and then the headline. Of course, first impression guys, ando na yung picture. May entice sa picture. Pero, what's the easiest way for them to click your profile is by reading your headline, which can be found here. So, if hindi nito in-optimize ng maayos, you are failing a chance na makita ng target market niyo yung account. Ito naman, add your 10-second audio via the name pronunciation. So, ito kasing audio na to, it won't show on your desktop. So, all you have to do is go to your LinkedIn account here sa mobile ninyo and then doon nyo siya i-record. So, I want to show you how, pero I hope makita ng lahat. So, you have to download the LinkedIn profile. So, here, this is the LinkedIn profile. In order for you to record the 10-second audio, you need to go to your profile by clicking this picture on the left corner.
Yan, makikita nyo na yung view profile. So, click nyo yung view profile. And then, once you're here, click nyo tong may pencil. Yan. Okay. So, now you're here na. You go to the audio recording. 10-second lang yan. So, click nyo yan and then I want you guys to record your name here or any welcome messages like, "Hi guys!" Parang ka nag-vlog, diba? Pero it's a nice way for everyone to hear your voice and make them feel welcome. It can also leverage human connection. Diba? Parang you are seeing or you are hearing this person from the other side of the world. And then also, there are instances din kasi na they don't know how to pronounce our name. May mga potential clients ako asking me, how do I pronounce your name? So, nung time na wala pa akong audio, they don't know how to pronounce my name. But when I add it, they become aware na, okay, ito yung name niya. So, when we do the call or interview, it's not really interview for me. It's about getting to know the client. So they know how to pronounce my name. So right after that, you add your cover story video. Kanina, nakita nyo, when I click on my profile, pero eto, pakita ko sa account. Sana lumabas siya. Going back, dun sa una ko sinabi, ito yung headline, guys, na sinasabi ko. So, di ba pansinin nyo dito sa profile ko, on the right side, yung people you may know, makikita niyo yung name, and then the picture, and then the headline. So, okay, makikita ka nila, pero what makes you think na i-click nila yung profile mo? Diba? Kapag nabasa nila yung headline mo is something na, oh wow, this is something that I need. So, might possible, i-click nila yung profile nyo, and once they click your profile, makikita na nila yung kung ano man yung ginagawa mo. And then, right now, I want to show you naman yung sa cover story video. So, ito siya. Pakita ko sa inyo. If you want to check out my audio and then the sample of the cover story video, just go to my profile. Pakapalan ng mukha lang yung labanan dito for you to stand out on LinkedIn. And then right after you added this cover story video, so it's just a 20-second, gamitin mo na siya ng itodo mo na din sa video na yun, yung lahat ng gusto mong sabihin. But first, I want you guys to make your research on who are your target market. Maghanap ka kung sino ba talaga yung pwedeng influencer, pwedeng kung sino yung fina-follow mo mostly, dun ka magsimula. Pag alam mo kung ano yung interest mo at kung sino yung mga taong inspires you, dun ka na motivate to find them online. So, itong audio and the cover story video, this is not yet being published on the desktop. So, that's why ini-encourage ko kayo na gawin yon using your mobile. So, all you have to do is download the LinkedIn app and then do the audio recording and add your cover story video as well. So, next naman natin is make your about section about them, not a glorified resume about you. So, alam ko, tayong mga Filipino, sanay tayong mag-apply eh. So, lagi natin nilalagay sa about section natin na pwede pa natin ilagay, ay, mas tutorial, ay, ano, blah, 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 blah. Pero hindi yun yung kailangan ng mga kliyente natin. They wanna know how you can help them. So that's why ini-encourage ko kayo na to do your research. Ano ba yung mga common struggles ng target market nyo? My target market is our vegan businesses. Ang most common na problem talaga nila is to find clients like us, how we can help them get more sales or, alam mo yun, palakasin pa yung business nila. So here in About section, you have to put about them, not about you. Wala silang pakialam eh. Wala silang pakialam sa mga achievements mo. Ang kailangan nilang malaman, how you can help them. And once they read your about section, ay sabi ni Grace, parang nakaka-intimidate ang LinkedIn. Hindi, Grace. You have to think na tao din sila. Kaya ka na-intimidate kasi you feel like hindi mo kayang gawin. But if you just put yourself out there, magugulat ka na ang daming clients gustong maghanap ng mga Filipinos Kasi we are hard worker eh. They can trust us. So huwag ka maka-intimidate sa mga clients dito sa LinkedIn. They are not, parang feeling mo mahirap, pero so na lang. That's why we have the community, may support system ka. Number 5, ito yung pinaka-favorite ko, yung mga featured media. That's why I keep on telling you guys na once you know who your target market is, andito na yung magpuput out ka ng content, you have to show up consistently every single day. Ah, wait, may question si Vanessa. Applicable ba sa LinkedIn yung fake it till you make it or need experience? For me, Vanessa, you don't need to fake. You just have to be yourself. Ito yung featured media. When I say featured media, yun yung pag-create yun ng content. Like, you need to post something. Like, ako, random yung mga pinopost ko eh. Sometimes about myself, sometimes about my client. Since wala naman dito yung family and friends ko, kasi this is not a friendly family thing, social media. This is a business social media platform for me. Okay lang. Hindi naman nila ako kilala personally. And besides, ginagawa ko to improve myself and for myself and for my family. Babalik din kayo dun sa reason eh, bakit kayo naghahanap ng kliyente. So, itong checklist na to, I can send it to Brits and then you guys can have this copy para maging guide niyo siya in optimizing your profile and then you can have a look with my LinkedIn profile para magkaroon kayo ng idea how do I do it. You can copy it, but you have to put a spin on it. Knowing muna who your target market is before you optimize your profile. And then, we will be going now to finding those clients. So, ako, meron akong target market. So, all I have to do is to find them here on LinkedIn. So, for me, it's vegan. So, hanap ako ng keyword ko, vegan. Merong mga groups. So, pupunta ako sa mga groups nito. Wow, there are 13,000 members. So, when I go to inside this group, i-check ko yung mga members. Makikita mo siya here, see all. Imagine guys, 13,000 vegan professionals pwede kong i-connect. Makahanap lang ako dyan ng dalawa na paying me $2,000 a month. Sarap na ng buhay ko. Pero bago ko yung gawin, dapat optimize na yung profile ko. I'm gonna look for one target client. So, hanapin natin siya. Imagine niyo yung sinabi ko kanina, headline. So, imagine nakita ko yung mga faces nila, yung mga name nila. Now, I'm checking the headline. Sino ba sa mga person dito yung parang I think they have the capacity to pay me $2,000. Diba? Nandun na yung judgment natin. So, once na nahanap mo yung client, na sa tingin mo, kaya kang bayaran ng $1,000 pataas, go for it. So, let's just say, ito si Will, si Kuya Will. I-click na rin yung profile ni Kuya Will. Siya ay business owner at Publi and founder of VLand UK. Ako, ang una kong chinecheck sa account, syempre yung profile, ganyan, chinecheck ko rin yung business nila. So, ito sabi niya, salesperson, naghahanap siya. Nag-hire siya, guys. Pero before that, check ko muna yung account. Una-una ko kinoconsider, dapat meron na silang website. It's one of the reason na kaya nilang magbayad. So ako, naniningil muna ako bago ko gumawa ng job. So, ito si Kuya Will, mukhang hindi pa ata siya ganun ka. Hindi mag-show. So, ito na, kunyari guys, may nakita na ako. Ito, sample. Sample of the prospect na we're going to reach out. So, kagaya nito, si Tim Sutuwadi. So, kagaya niyan, ang hirap i-pronounce ng last name niya. Hindi ako sure kung tama yung pronunciation. That's why, dapat meron din tayong audio dito. So, let's go to the profile. Ayan, may website. Mag-create din kayo ng checklist nyo na parang criteria nyo in who is your client, yung gusto nyo maging kliyente. So like me, ito, may website, meaning kaya nilang magbayad na $1,000 pataas. So ang gagawin ko, in order for me to be noticed by this person, syempre hindi niya naman makikita yung profile ko na biglaan na lang, di ba? Ang gagawin ko, magkoconnect ako sa kanya, mag-send ako ng message. So, ay, na-send yung connection. Sige, sample na lang guys ng pagkoconnect. Ayan, connect, and then connect again, add in. So, yan. Mag-add tayo ng message. Hi, John. I-generalize na. Mukhang meron nga siyang ano. Walang epic naman. So, guys, ngayon ko lang na-discover na dapat pag-send ka na ng connection, may message na. So, nung in-exit ko siya, na-automatic nag-send yung connection without me putting a note or a connection message. So, bago yun for me yan. Ngayon ko lang na-discover. So, ganun. I want you all to list down nyo muna who are your target market and then optimize the profile and then connect and put yourself out there. Create kayo ng content in order for you to build your personal brand and somehow makahanap kayo ng high-paying clients. So, I hope this mini training helps and I'm open to any questions right now.
Bookkeeping niche po yung nasa profile ko. Want ko po magpalit ng niche. Okay lang po ba yun?
Yes. Alam mo, ilang beses na ako nag-optimize ng profile ko. Sa loob ng 2 years siguro, hindi ko na mabilang. Kasi, kaya very important malaman kung sino yung gusto nyo i-target na kliyente on LinkedIn. So for me, it's a yes. Pwede.
Meron din akong always na nare-receive na mga questions is, for example, they are really total beginner pa talaga. For example, nurse sila, pero gusto sila mag-transition into freelancing. Ano daw yung experience na ilalagay nila? Ilalagay ba daw nila na nurse sila doon sa experience?
Wow, that's a wonderful question, sis. Kasi for me, nung nag-start ako, wala talaga akong experience in freelancing. Working from home, mga social media na yan, nanguhula lang ako. And nakasalalay lang ako sa mga YouTube tutorial. So, nilakasan ko lang talaga yung loob ko. Dati, ayan, nakalagay kung ano yung mga previous jobs ko. Nilagay ko siya. And when I decided to proceed with freelancing, nilagay ko yung job description ng social media manager. Kinopy-paste ko siya literally dito. Tapos yun na, nilagay ko lang kahit wala pa akong experience kasi hindi nila, yung client ko, hindi nila tinanong kung ilang taon na yung experience ko. Pag tinanong ka ng kliyente ng gano'n, mag-ingat ka kasi they are going to micromanage you. Kapag ang kliyente nag-focus sa kung ano yung capacity mo to help them grow the business. That's an ideal client to work with. Pero if they keep on asking about your past experience, ilang oras mo to kayang gawin, that's a red flag for me. Ibig sabihin, micromanage ka nito. And they are not fully trusting you with their business. Kasi I'm looking for a partner and helping them grow. Pero kung mga dun pa lang sa certain criteria or how they ask me, dun na ako parang natatakot.
Exactly. That's also a good thing na parang kailangan mo i-consider na hindi ka dapat kukuha ng client na sobrang micromanage kasi it will also affect your mental health na parang hindi ka trust ng client. Need po ba lagi mag-post sa LinkedIn? Anong frequency po?
Nung nagsa-start ako sa LinkedIn, hindi naman ako madalas mag-post eh. It's just that napansin ko yung algorithm ng LinkedIn, nag-iiba, and yung SEO, yung search engine optimization. Pag sinerch nyo yung pangalan nyo, ang unang-unang sa Google, punta kayo, search nyo yung pangalan nyo. Unang lalabas dyan ay yung LinkedIn account nyo. So, kaya sinasabi kong i-optimize yung profile kasi yan ang unang lalabas sa Google search. Siguro after a year, dun lang ako parang sabi ko, sige mag-post na ako para pangdagdag credibility din sa mga nakukunik kong client na hindi ko pa nakukuha as totoong client. Yung parang nakakausap ko pa lang siya, ganyan. So, nung nagsa-start na ako mag-post, parang nakikita nila na, ay, may alam talaga siya. Kahit na parang kinuha ko lang sa iba yun, tapos pinalitan ko lang yung ibang wordings, nag-create ako ng sarili ko. Pero yung idea sa kanila, tapos, syempre, dapat nag-create ka ng sarili.
I would agree talaga sis na parang showing up to your social media accounts really builds that parang relationship to your clients na mas madali mong makukuha yung trust nila once nakita nila na may alam ka talaga sa ginagawa mo.
Exactly, exactly. Kasi kapag nakita lang nila yung profile mo, tapos wala ka namang, walang bago, pero ano to?
How much do you charge when you started working clients from LinkedIn po?
Oh my gosh, guys, huwag kayong magugulat ah. Kasi wala talaga akong experience when it comes to freelancing. Nag-start lang ako February 2019. I enrolled to one of online course. I don't know if familiar ka. I'm sure familiar ka sa kanya, kay John Pagulayan. So I just follow her. I just follow him and nag-enroll ako sa course niya. Sa kanya ako natuto to charge premium
Premium rate.
amount, premium rate. So, yung first time ko nag-charge sa LinkedIn service ko is worth $5,000. Yun talaga yung
Wow.
unang-una kong rate.
Wow, that's so...
And hindi ako bumababa from ng $1,000. So, pag hindi nila kayang magbayad ng $1,000, that means hindi sila ideal for me.
Yeah.
Na lang ulit. And so far naman sis, during those period, never ako nawalan ng kliyente hanggang ngayon. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin siya.
So therefore talaga sis na it's really important to create a client avatar and parang categories mo sa client mo.
Yes,
Pag
exactly.
Na, dapat meron kang non-negotiable and negotiable din sa clients na parang isi-set mo na kung hindi siya pasok yung mga nakikita mo sa kanya when it comes to paano siya mag-handle ng partner sa business, kung hindi siya pasok, hindi mo na lang siya i-let go mo na lang din siya.
Exactly. And I'm still learning dun sa scaling na parang agency type na yung meron ka ng member, meron ng ibang nag-handle ng client mo, tapos ikaw, gagawa ka na lang ng sarili mo business, like I can create my own program, diba? Or I can do other business. So it's creating multiple stream of income. So and freelancing talaga is the gateway for me na malaman kung ano ba talaga yung gusto ko in life. Kasi noon talaga I'm not really sure where I'm going. Hindi lang ako nag-aral. In-apply ko siya. Yun yung mahirap sa atin eh. Sige, we keep on consuming those content, those tutorials. Hindi naman natin ina-apply. So how we will know na effective nga yung sinasabi ni BC? Ano ba sinasabi nito ni CENRY? Baka sila lang. Paano nyo malalaman na totoo? Kung sa sarili nyo, hindi siya i-apply. So, experience is the best teacher. Aside from those bad experience, yun talagang greatest lesson ko, yung mga bad experience. Kasi without those, hindi siguro ako ganito kakapal yung mukha. Hindi niyo siguro ako makikita na sa salita dito. Ganon. Diba? Mayroon tayong workaround na I show kanina on how you can find the clients. Go to the groups, use a keyword lang ng target market mo, and then go to the groups, find those clients, check their profile. And ito lang guys, limit lang kayo in sending connections or viewing a profile in a day. At least 100 yung view ng profile in a day. And pagsisend ng connection is 20 per day lang. Kasi si LinkedIn, since it's a business account, it's a business social media profile, they don't want anyone to spam or parang masira yung credibility ni LinkedIn. So, careful kayo dun, and please do remember those numbers. 20 lang yung pagsasend ng connections and 100 LinkedIn profile views in a day lang. Kasi pag nag-exceed ka, possibly na ma-restrict yung account mo and hindi mo na siya magagamit.
Tapusin na natin itong dalawang questions, sis.
Okay, sige,
Why
go.
po napili nyo na target market is vegan business? Your criteria for choosing your market?
Original na target market talaga are B2B, mga business to business. When I say that, it's so wide. It can be digital marketing, agency, it can be a coaching company, a coach, a consultant, And yung time na yun, they can pay a high rate talaga. However, yung pressure din, since they're paying you a high rate, you need to prove yourself that you can help them grow with the business.
Yeah.
And just this year, I decided to switch my market. Hindi na kinagandahan ng freelancing or working from home. You have the right to decide on what you wanted to do. So, sige, gusto ko naman vegan. So, I'm wondering, bakit ba ako lalayo? I've been vegan since 2019. Why not help those business and those industry to grow faster? That's why vegan at pinili ko kasi I'm a vegan and my boyfriend is on a plant-based diet. He's a type 1 diabetic, so health conscious kami.
Wow.
And maano ako fitness type of person. Hindi ako yung maarte talaga. So, medyo bruskuhan tayo. So, yun. My background is at hospitality. Pangarap ko dati maging flight attendant. So, gala ako. Kaya lang hindi, not meant for me. Pero siguro, there are some reasons bakit. So, yun. Kung bakit. Yun ang reason bakit vegan ang market ko ngayon. But I'm still serving the B2B businesses.
Yung sabi mo kanina na mag-focus sila sa interest nila ngayon. Kasi mas madali na maghanap sila ng mga people na nasa within sa interest din nila.
Yes.
So, yeah. Follow-up question po, with experience na po yung sinabi nyo na rate or beginner pa po. Tapos monthly po ba yun, right?
Yung sinabi ko, $5,000. It's a
Yeah.
project base. Kumbaga, doon sa program ni John Pagulayan, they just gonna help the newbie talaga. Wala talaga ako experience. The newbie, specifically yung target market nila. And it's a project base. It's a $5,000. It's a 3 months project. Tapos kapag nagustuhan ni client how you work things out or how you work together, they're going to pay you for a monthly basis. Ikaw magsasabi kung magkano gusto mo. And noong time na yun, makapal na mukha ko. Kaya sabi ko, sige, $1,000 yung ibayad mo sa akin monthly. Umayad naman. Kasi tayong mga kunya, mahihain tayo eh. Baka iniisip kasi natin, baka sabi ko tayo pera. Pero hindi. Pag nakita kasi ng client yung value mo, yung how you help them with the business,
Yeah.
money is not a problem.
Exactly.
Hindi talaga.
Okay. So, thank you so much talaga sis for your time. Super
Eh,
talaga.
no problem. Anytime. Basta libre talaga.
Thank you so much sis. Have a great night. Kayo din guys, have a great night. Chill.
Thank you for attending. Bye-bye.
Yes, bye.